the third switch.
Throw it, I say! Throw it!
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the Tropicana here at the AWA on the Nation Network. For what promises to be a memorable night of professional wrestling featuring the stars of the AWA. I'm Larry Nelson, I'm your host, and tonight we're going to be seeing some of the biggest and the best names in the world of professional wrestling right here on the Nation Network. We've got a heck of a lineup for you tonight. We're going to see names like the Road Warriors going in action tonight against an unbelievable team of the Simpsons. Steve and Shaw, a couple of brothers, going to be in action here at the AWA. Our main event is one you won't want to miss. Bam Bam, Terry Gordy of the Fabulous Freebirds is here in the AWA, and he'll be going up against Sergeant Slaughter. And when we come back, we're going to kick things off with the man from Borger, Texas. That's right. He is here, he is big, he is bad, and he's going to be a problem tonight for somebody. Glad it's not me. It's the one and the only Stan the Lariat Hansen. Plenty of action to come your way right here, AWA on the Nation Network.
How does it make you feel sitting here knowing that you're a what if? I feel like I know Brian Pillman Jr. pretty well. Like,
yeah.
we go way back, right?
Yeah, he was a good kid.
Yeah. I don't feel like I know Lexus King at all. Macy, this is the most unique path I think that someone's taken after leaving WWE, because for most people, it's like immediately onto the indies.
Like I say, the difference between wrestling and pro sports is it doesn't matter about how talented you are.
What was that final episode of ECW like?
I didn't think it was going to be over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If you don't wrestle again, you're going to go down as one of the biggest what-ifs in wrestling history. Because you've got people like John Cena and Triple H and Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels saying you're the next great thing.
You know, I did WWE for 7 years, and it was never my passion. I never, that was never a secret.
It matters about whoever's writing the script, how they perceive you.
But I wouldn't sound a what if. I'm a what can and what will be. My story's not over.
Also, and I wasn't drinking the Kool-Aid going, I believed in the product, and I believed in Paul, and I believed in everybody in the locker room.
Yeah.
So if that's drinking the Kool-Aid, then I was.
All right, ready to kick things off as we see Randy Mulkey making his entrance here towards the ring. Coming in live from the Tropicana Casino. Atlantic City, New Jersey, ladies and gentlemen, home of the AWA. Got to give a certain amount of credit to Mr. Mulkey for having what it takes to sign a contract to go up against this man, Stan the Lariat Hansen, and he is a bad man, to say the least. You don't want to be on the wrong side of him, and unfortunately for Mr. Mulkey, that's exactly where he finds himself here tonight. Capacity crowd on hand here tonight for AWA Wrestling, and now the referee diving into the ring. Stan Hansen just took out the referee and took out Mulkey, and I'll tell you, when it comes to people with bad attitudes, you're not going to get much worse. There's that big roundhouse shot to the head, and Mulkey is in trouble. Hansen hasn't even taken off his ring gear, his entrance gear, as he just mows down Randy Mulkey. And now Mulkey fighting his way back in. Big uppercut, and down goes Stan Hansen. And onto hip toss, and Mulkey somehow getting the advantage over Hansen. Still hasn't taken off his hat or his vest. Randy Mulkey giving everything he's got to this one. Referee's already called for the bell. This one's officially underway. Stan the Lariat Hansen regaining control over this matchup, and now finally ready for the fight. Referee getting caught up once again. To the ropes he goes, back out front, arm drag nicely done, and Randy Mulkey sending Stan Hansen out to the floor. Bobby the Brain Heenan not too happy with the way things going here. Randy Mulkey bringing his A game here tonight. Has him up in the air. Oh, and the Big Texan not going to allow that one. Snapmare takes him over now. Hansen winding up and grinding the head of Mulkey. Randy Mulkey now bringing himself back up with a series of elbows to the midsection and gets himself out of trouble. And Mulkey now dropping him. And now look at this. Bobby the Brain Heenan getting up and involving himself in the match. Cannot believe what we are seeing out of Randy Mulkey here in the opening matchup. And Stan Hansen also can't believe it. Oh, there we go. Hansen has him here on the floor. Now what's he going to do? Shin breaker. And you see Mulkey favoring that leg, as you might imagine he would. Hansen back inside the ring. Mulkey comes back inside the ring, and now he caught him. Inverted atomic knee drop, and Hansen down again. And now Bobby the Brain Heenan distracting Mulkey. Hansen from behind with a clothesline. Somehow Mulkey has got the number of Stan Hansen here today. Down with a knee, a gut buster, and that's going to take the wind right out of the sails of Mr. Mulkey. Mulkey's in a lot of trouble now. Hansen goes for the cover. Oh, never mind. Even though he's got this match won if he wants it, he's now going to punish this man for what he's done here tonight. Hansen with a big boot. And there's a neck breaker. Nicely done by Mulkey. Drops the leg down across the throat, and Stan Hansen, they call him the Lariat, and it's not by accident. If he hits you with that Texas Lariat, it's all over. But right now, Hansen has got to figure out what to do about Randy Mulkey. You talk about having a career night. He's having one here tonight, but that doesn't mean it's going to end well. Drops him with that DDT, and now Heenan once again distracting the referee. Look at Mulkey sizing up Hansen. Who'd have believed that we'd be in this situation right now? Hansen caught him. Mulkey with another reversal. I'll tell you what, the wrestling news is going to be on fire if this one continues. And we see a steel chair in the ring right now. Hansen with a shoulder tackle. Down he goes. And the lariat Hansen now. And the referee finally focusing on that chair. Oh, that's it. The lariat just about to decapitate him. He's not going to settle for one. That's twice, and you're not getting up from that. Hansen covers, hooks the leg, and I'm afraid that's all she wrote for Randy Mulkey. Oh, he made him pay for everything he got away with here tonight as far as Stan Hansen is concerned. We're going to take a look back at some of the moments from this one, but I'll tell you what. Let's give credit where credit is due. Randy Mulkey having a career night at the expense of Stan Hansen, who perhaps underestimated his opponent, which is always a critical mistake to make. Big win for that man right there, Stan Lariat Hansen. And, oh, hold on just a moment. He's not finished yet. Hansen going out. He's got a steel chair now from underneath the ring. And Hansen taking it to Randy Mulkey. Mulkey slowly getting back up to his feet. There's that lariat once again. Hansen making him pay before and after the match. We'll be back with more in just a moment as AWA continues here on the Nation Network.
You will never pin me. Now it's everybody's favorite time.
All right, we are back with more from the Tropicana Casino here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and the AWA continues to bring you the greatest wrestling anywhere in the world. Chick Donovan heading towards the ring with a date with destiny, you might say. We've got somebody returning we've not seen here in the world of the Nation Network in a very long time, and hasn't been here in the AWA in even longer. Ugandan giant himself, Kamala, along with his man Friday, Kim Chi. What a frightful sight this is indeed. Imagine if you're in the ring, if you're Chick Donovan, and you see this man coming towards you with bad intentions, and that's all that Kamala has are bad intentions. Chick Donovan doing the right thing, getting out of the ring, but eventually he's going to have to step in there, and he's going to be stepping in there with a maniac. We haven't seen him in a long time, but I can tell you this much right now, he is every bit as dangerous as he's ever been. Referee calls for the bell, and Kamala comes right out, and down goes Chick Donovan. Kamala looking to make short work out of Mr. Donovan here tonight, no doubt. We mentioned Kim Chi ringside, and that's another one, the handler of Kamala, one of the few people, if only people, that seems to be able to control this big man, who definitely has a mind of his own, although we're not entirely sure how it works. Dropping the elbow, and that should be all she wrote for Chick Donovan. And it is. Big win very quickly for Kamala over Chick Donovan. Look at that. Over 300 pounds crashing down into the chest. Well, the Ugandan giant might have been between meals, needed to get back to the restaurant as fast as he could. Fans stick around as Friday looking up at Kamala. Plenty more to come here in the AWA.
Actually watched a little bit of AEW, not a lot. Just enough to remind me why I don't watch it. Oh, this is already funny. Just the headline. The list of moves and actions that are now banned from AEW or need to be approved by the company.
Maybe that's why Nash is pissed off, because he went for Rock and Austin and not try to duplicate him.
Well, it'd be easier to duplicate him. You only have to learn 5 moves.
Like you said, and we've all been saying, Tony Khan, you need a hierarchy, and he gets one, and then we make fun of it.
Because he's sitting back there talking about the Brock match, and it's finally we had a wrestling match. Finally we got 2 guys telling a story. They weren't outside in the ring the whole time. One of them
was he not watching the same match as we were?
Yeah, those games, man, I would say, like, for me, like, the best ones, I would say, are, like, the ones where they try to get a certain, like, time.
This is my entire IT team right here on screen.
Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest Aki action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41. ringside fans, we are back ready for some tag team action featuring the AWA World Tag Team Champions in a non-title match. Steve and Sean, the Simpsons, heading to the ring right now. They have made World Class their home, but they are joining us here in the AWA tonight. This crowd on their feet, they may be a little bit familiar with the work of the Simpson boys. And while those tag team titles not on the line tonight, the Road Warriors showing they're willing to put themselves up at least against any top contending tag teams around the world, and that's why we call them the World Tag Team Champions. Whether or not the Simpsons will have what it takes to get past the Road Warriors, well, that is something else, and we'll have to find out. Well, here they come. The Iron Men of the tag team division here in the AWA. Animal on your left, Hawk on your right. They are the World Tag Team Champions, and of course, managed by Precious Paul Ellering. They proudly wear those tag team titles. They have dominated everyone that has ever stepped foot in the ring with them. Will they continue that pattern here tonight? We're about to find out. Ellering very happy with this physical dominating force that he has put together here. They have run roughshod throughout the AWA, throughout the world of professional wrestling. Will they do that again here tonight? Well, there's a casino right next door, and I'll be willing to bet the odds are in the favor of the Road Warriors. But let's see how the Simpsons get things done here tonight. Steve starting things off in the ring, and right away trying to take advantage perhaps of Road Warrior Animal, finding out that it's easier said than done. And now Animal right there in the corner, right next to Sean Simpson, removing the turnbuckle pad. Back elbow right to the face, and look at this. He staggers him, but he can't drop him. Limited effect, and now look at this. Belly to belly suplex. That's what you get with the Road Warriors. A couple of dominating individuals. The physicality is unbelievable. And now Animal hammering away with some hard right hands to the head of Sean Simpson. Up he has on now. Oh, rolls through. Sunset flip, shoulders are down. The referee is out of position. Took him a long time to get there. There's a reversal. And now out the back door. And he just throws him across the ring. Steve Simpson on the apron, trying to get Sean Simpson on the apron, trying to get Steve to come over to make the tag. There's the jawbreaker, nicely done. Comes up with a clothesline, still can't take him off his feet. Steve was there to make a tag, and Sean was busy with the crowd. Missed it, and finally the Road Warriors down, and this time, wait a minute, not going for the tag again? What's he gonna do from the middle rope? Buckshot elbow, nobody home. Irish whips him into the turnbuckle. And here comes the double team by the Road Warriors. Sending him to the ropes, back out front. Double hip toss, and down he goes, and now Hawk, the legal man in the ring. A big mistake made by Sean Simpson earlier on in this matchup. His brother was there to make the tag, but he was busy communicating with the ringside fans rather than paying attention to what's happening inside the ring. Nice head scissor, and down goes Road Warrior. Hawking down finally, perhaps. Shot to the midsection, and down he goes. Hawk going to work on the head and the neck area. There's a big right hand and another. Has him up and drives him into the canvas. There's the tag made, and now finally, our first look at Sean Simpson. The Road Warriors continue. There's, oh, nice move right there. Ducks it out. Hawk just has the answer, though, every step of the way. Nice reversal this time by Sean Simpson. Irish whip sends him over the top rope, out to the apron. And now Simpson, what's he going to do? Brings him in the hard way. Series of right hands having no effect whatsoever. And Hawk takes him all the way up and over, and now Sean Simpson getting the Road Warrior treatment. Paul Ellering at ringside, loving everything he's seeing right now. Here comes the tag. Oh, this one might be it. It may be all over right here. Thank you for coming. There's that doomsday device, as they refer to it. Covered, hooks the leg, gets one, gets two, and that's three. Lights out. Courtesy of the Road Warriors. Well, it didn't matter what the Simpsons tried to do. They could not get any offense to work for them here tonight. Saw a little bit of a back and forth here at this moment of the match, but that was about as close as they came to threatening a pinfall on the Road Warriors. After that, no matter what they did, Hawk and Animal both had an answer for every single step along the way. And there's the doomsday device. Turn you inside out. There is just nothing you're going to do once that one hits. Shoulders are down. And it's a matter of three. The AWA World Tag Team Champions victorious right here. We'll be back with more AWA action. The main event is next.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blaze Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you. Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, we are back. It is time for the main event here on AWA Wrestling, and it is going to be a main event that people are going to be talking about. No doubt about that. Representing Bad Street USA right here, Bam Bam Terry Gordy of the Fabulous Freebirds. The legend of Bad Street USA. The further you got down the block, the badder it got, and the Freebirds live on the last house. I'd be hard-pressed to argue with the logic that Bam Bam Terry Gordy is one of the baddest men in professional wrestling, but he's going up against another man who knows a little something about that. As we take a look at Sergeant Slaughter. As Sergeant Slaughter heads down towards the ring, knowing he's about to be in one heck of a battle. Slaughter carrying Old Glory with him. This crowd solidly behind Sergeant Slaughter. It hasn't always been that way for him throughout his career. As he eyes the opposition, Bam Bam Terry Gordy. And I'll tell you what, for both of these men, this is going to be a legitimate challenge as they tie up in the middle of the ring to start this thing off. Slaughter going to work on the arm of Terry Gordy. And now Bam Bam Terry Gordy turns things around just enough, and now top wrist lock with Sergeant Slaughter, getting him down to one knee momentarily. Slaughter fighting his way back up. A true test of strength between two big men, and Terry Gordy gets the upper hand on this one. Slaughter up again and down across the knee with a devastating backbreaker. Bam Bam Terry Gordy goes for the cover, and Slaughter kicks out immediately. How much more punishment do you think this is going to happen here? I don't know, but Bam Bam Terry Gordy giving everything to Sergeant Slaughter that he has, and there's a jawbreaker, and what a target. You couldn't miss it if you tried. Spine buster, Slaughter being manhandled, and I can't tell you if I've ever seen that before. Nice move right there by Sergeant Slaughter. Fans, next week here on the AWA, we understand that we're going to be hearing from the AWA World Champion. 1 week ago, losing to Larry Zbyszko, who now is deemed to be the #1 contender. We've got a super show coming up for you, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be Super Sunday, and we now know that Larry Zbyszko will be challenging Rick Martel for the AWA World Heavyweight Championship. Gordy going to work on Sergeant Slaughter, wrenching the head and the neck, comes up and drops 300-plus pounds right down into the chest of Sarge. Gordy's got that Asian spike right to the throat. Slaughter down, and that might be all she wrote. Cover and hooks the leg. There's one. There's two. And he got a shoulder off. The look of shock on the face of Bam Bam Terry Gordy says it all. Sarge has been in some battles before, but perhaps none as physically demanding as this one. Now Slaughter unloading with a series of right hands, and Gordy crumbles in the corner. The battle rages on between these two warriors. Sergeant Slaughter now, got caught with an elbow. And Gordy follows it up with a big boot to the head. Sergeant Slaughter now is in a whole lot of trouble. Headbutt by Gordy. These two men are not fighting for a championship here tonight, but in my opinion, pride is a much more valuable prize, and they both have a lot of that. Slaughter goes for the cover. I doubt he's got enough to hold him down, and he does not. Gordy kicks out instantly. And now Bam Bam Terry Gordy. What's he going to do here? Setting up Sergeant Slaughter. Power bombs him. Slaughter, the back of his head, struck the ring rope, and now what's he got in mind here? Bam Bam Terry Gordy lining him up. Charging clothesline, and that might be all she wrote. Going to that nerve pinch right on the trapezius muscle of Sergeant Slaughter. I believe Bam Bam Terry Gordy might have been able to get the pin if he had gone for it. And now look at this. He presses Slaughter up overhead. Sergeant Slaughter, prepared as he may be. There's that Asiatic spike once again, and I seriously doubt you're going to kick out of it twice. The look of pain registered on the face of Sergeant Slaughter, and Bam Bam Terry Gordy victorious. Oh, that's an impressive outing for Bam Bam Terry Gordy. A victory over Sergeant Slaughter is something that will send shockwaves through the world of professional wrestling and definitely here in the AWA. Fans, we want to thank you for joining us once again for AWA Wrestling here on the Nation Network as Bam Bam Terry Gordy. We take a look at it again. Some of the highlights. Sergeant Slaughter trying all that he could. That's right there. I believe that Gordy could have put him away right there. The bad man from Bad Street, Terry Gordy, victorious. Thank you for joining us, fans. We'll see you next time for more AWA Wrestling here on the Nation Network.